Today I'd like to share one of my favorite poems with you, The Guest House by Rumi. And I'm sharing it because Rumi offers us an understanding of human nature, which is very helpful for us to navigate ourselves within this life and our relationships. Understanding the core of human nature, as Rumi describes it, really will help us to thrive in our relationships with ourselves and others. The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So in this poem, Rumi compares human nature, the essence of human nature, with a guest house. Imagine the guest house is our inner emotional landscape. And the guests, the invited and uninvited, the wanted and unwanted visitors, which are our emotions, are going to knock at the door of our inner guest house. The depression, the joy, the dark thought, the crowd of sorrows who might sweep our house empty of its furniture, indicating that our emotions can feel very turbulent, violent at times, and very intense. The intense nature of our emotional life, I think, is so beautifully described in this poem. And Rumi invites us to invite our emotions into our inner landscape, into our guest house. He kind of encourages us to open the door to our emotions instead of keeping them out. And psychologically speaking, that is very, very helpful, because our emotions, whether that is the dark thought, whether that is the depression, the shame, the worry, the sadness, the grief, our emotions want nothing else but be welcomed, like guests in a guest house. Be welcomed, invited in, felt, understood, and then they leave the guest house again. So in that sense, the poem by Rumi is a very psychological poem, because it helps us understand the essence of human nature. It talks about that we are emotional beings, that we will have emotions, that we will have emotions like joy, love, as well as the darkness, the depression, the worries. It's all part of human nature. And the more we invite our emotions, welcome them, invite them to stay, treat them honorably as we would our guests, our visitors, the more our emotions can be understood, and the more they will again leave us, because our emotions are fluid. If they're allowed to stay in the guest house, they will also leave again. Yet if we lock the door to our emotions, which many of us have learned to do, which means we repress our emotions, we push them away, we reject them, we judge them, we try to disconnect from them through addictions, then they will definitely find a way through the back door. And that means our emotions kind of let us know something isn't quite right. They turn then up in the guise of depression, addictions, anxiety, and emotional difficulties. And the more we are able to connect with our own inner guest house and all the visitors that come and visit us, our emotions, the more we will be able to connect also with others. Right, this is my message for today, and I hope you have a lovely day.